today I'm gonna finish integrating microui, hopefully. Let's see where we're at. Pass input, align icons, and do clipping. And maybe we'll do that as well. Well, alright. Pass input. Well, we actually need something that responds to input to notice that. Yeah, so right now we don't have anything that responds to input. We don't have any icons, and we don't have anything that's not clipping correctly. Okay, so we need to draw more UI to actually see that stuff. So we need to draw something like a slider to respond, to see input. And actually right here we can probably do something like this. Actually, let's see what this does. Of course, this is just yeah, so that should presumably be clipping, but it isn't. And maybe we can even see that it should be clipping, but it isn't. If we just put another text message in there. No. Okay. What if this is smaller? It's like 10. Okay, well, now we can see it. And if we make this like 10 as well, then we should see some real... Yeah, there we go. So they're not clipping correctly. Okay, so presumably if we implement clipping, then this problem will go away. Let's do that. That's this part here. Okay, clipping. Well, presumably we just want to let the renderer know that we have a new clipping rectangle. Command clip. Yeah, that. Well, I mean, where's the data? Here somewhere. Yeah, clip command. Clip command just has a rect in it. And then we just create a rectangle. I mean, we just want to pull out the rect, right? So we don't pull out these two things. And then just top left dim. Do we need this to be in a struct? Maybe. We are using it. Yeah, might as well do it this way. And then top left and dim, then it's clearly a unit of data. And just let's just have a constructor overload that just does that. Yeah, and now we should be able to do rect. Rect is rect out of that rect. And then we can just pass the rect there. So instead of passing these things, let's pass the rect. Rect top left plus rect dim. Yeah, just something like that. It's a bunch of errors, presumably. Yeah. Oh yeah. So right here we can just do the same thing, just rect is rect clip command rect, like that, and just set clip to the rect right there. Okay. Void set clip rect. Okay, well now it should be compiling, and presumably we should see no difference. Yeah. Okay, now we just need to respect the rect. Clip rect is rect. I mean, if that's all we're doing, might as well just set it. and then in the drawer, so like right here we're figuring out the window width and the window height. Well, I mean, I guess at the end of the drawer we can just set the clip rect to whatever that is, and then reset it. Like here we can just do clip rect is rect v2 0 0 v2 window width window height, something like this. Oh, I guess if we are using the clip rect as we are pushing things in, then we don't even really have to do it here. We can just do it here instead. Because this block checks if our window width and height is up to date. And once that's updated, we can just update the clip rect. Even that. Okay, so right now we're not still not using the clip rect. So we can do something with the stencil buffer on the GPU, but I don't think there is a way to just tell the GPU that this rectangle is used for these instances and this other rectangle is used for these other instances. Like we have one draw instance call, and you know, it's like here is all this per instance data, and for the first 5 instances use this rectangle, for the next 5 instances use this other rectangle. I don't know if there is a way to even really do that. But clipping rectangles that are axis aligned isn't very hard. So we can just do that at the time of doing this. Like right here. I guess this is the only function that really actually sends data into that map buffer, which is the data that will be drawn. And since it's the only function that's doing that, we could just clip here. Because what do we have in VS input? We have top left, bottom right, text top left, text bottom right, and color. And all of it is glyphs pretty much, and solid rectangles are just glyphs where the glyph is all solid color. Okay, well we can clip this top left and bottom right pretty easily, right? Because we have our clip rect here that we can use. So what's gonna happen here is like v2 top left clipped. Oh, I mean I could just do it one at a time. X clipped. No, well, X clipped. Left clipped. Left clipped would be the max data. Well, let's just do top left at x, so that's left, and clip rect top left x. And it's similar for the other ones. So we've got right clipped would be the minimum. So this would be bottom right. So right clipped would be the minimum of the right x. And then we have top. So we're top down, so the clipped would be top left y, and this is bottom right y. Oh wait. No, top left. Top y. The top clipped is the max of these two. And the bottom clipped should be the min of bottom y and bottom y. Okay, so these are the four. So we've got left, right, top and bottom of the rectangle. We need to do something about the texture as well, because like as is, this isn't quite enough, but let's just clip texture. But before we do that, let's do data. Top left is v2. Well, left clipped and top clipped, and bot right is right clipped and bottom clipped. Well, like here, clip texture. Alright. Okay, so min and max, I mean, I do have that. Control-Shift-T is simple in workspace. Min. Oh my god, that all of that is part of the workspace. Interesting. Well, yeah, like that is what I was thinking. I mean, we could just include that. No reason not to, right? Import. Yeah, min is not defined. Well, let's define it. Min. We just change this, and that works. No property bot right. Oh yeah. Clip rect top left x plus clip rect dim x. Top left x plus clip rect top left. Well, it's y. This one's y. It's bottom. Okay, so that, I don't know. Okay, this results in something really strange. Clearly not doing what it's supposed to. this is 0, 0. So clip rect, well, we didn't initialize it, right? So on the first, yeah, we should probably just initialize it to something. Well, on to what? I mean, I kind of want to know the window dimensions, but that's really all we need to know. So, like, just do this. Just do this wherever it is that we're creating the window. Just get me the client rect. So hopefully this is happening after we've created the window and shown it. Yes. So get that client rect. And then just set the clip rect to the appropriate. Yeah, what do we do with the client rect? No, that is width and height. Oh, might as well, right? And then clip rect is rect v2 0 0 v2 window width window height, just that. Okay, so now the first time round this should actually be correct. Okay, well, actually, I think that is kind of what we want. Mm. Why is bottom 0? Left is fine, right is fine, top is fine, bottom isn't correct. Minimum. Oh wait, I'm adding top left y to top left y. Well, that's not what's supposed to happen. It's dim. Alright. Can we add like clip rect to here? Yeah, we can. Well, let's see, does it ever change? No? That's perfect. Should change. Well, anyway, how does this look? Yeah, the same as before. Presumably because the clip rect isn't actually changing. Well, right here is where it should change. And that's just never called. We just never go there. We never get the clip command. Whoa. Well, didn't we used to get it though? guess just not anymore. Not anymore, we don't. Well, we aren't getting any other commands. I mean, if the library doesn't tell us to clip, then we can't really just know when to clip and when to not clip. We kinda do rely on the library here. So we're laying out the row. There are 10 pixels in the two entries, in the two columns, I suppose. 10 pixels in the two columns, and then we're passing this text in there. So it's like, well, if we're doing that, then presumably when it issues these draw text commands, at some point before that, it should give me a clip command, but it isn't. Is it because the rows just don't clip, but the panels do? Like this has to be a separate panel in order for the clip command to be issued? Maybe. So like if I just do something like this, right? We give me a 10 pixel, give me two 10 pixel columns, and then begin a panel, so that'll be the first one. Then give me, well, I mean, it doesn't really even matter here. Just give me one row in the panel. That's pretty much the size of the parent. So that should be the 10 pixels, right? And then put one text message inside of that. Okay, well now we're getting a clip command. So presumably this is the panel doing the clip. Yeah, 5 x 10. So that is the 10. Yeah. Okay. Okay, well, so now after this, right? If we just go to the clipping and take a look. Okay, so our clip rect right here is now much smaller. So the original was 10 to 18, and this is 10 to 15. Okay, well that sounds right. So the original, well, the top is probably not going to be clipping. Okay. How does this look like? It looks really strange. So that is our 10 pixel sort of column. And that is the rectangles. So all of these rectangles should be clipped to... Wait, are they clipped to like negative or something? Is that what's happening there? Well, let's see. Left, right. Okay, so this is before we set the clip. Yeah, no, this is after. So, oh yeah, left clipped is 18 and right clipped is 15. So it's backwards. I see. Yeah, we need to handle the backwards case somehow. Well, I guess right clipped should be the maximum between left clipped and right clipped, and bottom clipped should be the maximum between top clipped and bottom clipped. So when there's 0, so when we have clipped backward, we want 0 length, 0 width, 0 height, right now. So there we go. Something like that. Now that is still not quite correct because we're squishing that M right there instead of clipping the texture. But this is definitely getting closer. Alright. Clip texture. Well, it's probably before we destroy the original data. So like right here, we can say, well, how far did we have to go to clip it, right? Like, what's the offset from the top left? Float left offset is left clipped, because it would have moved, right, to the right, minus data top left x. And so that's left offset, and that's top offset. Would be top clipped minus data top left y. Okay. So left offset, top offset. So this should let us modify. So data text top left is, well, I mean, it's plus equals really. Plus equals v2 left offset top offset. Something like that. And then clipped dim is right clipped minus left clipped. Well, clipped width. Height is bottom clipped minus top clipped, like that. And then data text bot right would be data text top left plus v2 clipped width clipped height. So that is not a scalar, it is a v2. Yeah, so what? Can we not just do that? Do we have to overload plus equals as well? Does that count as a unary operator or binary? Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. D1 operator overloading, let's see. Okay, so that these are the unary ones. Plus equals, let's see, there's a dip here. Ah. I see, so this is op assign. Op assign string op plus. Alright. Let's just do that. Void op assign string op equals plus. Yeah. We just want x and y. Just do that. Okay, we've overloaded those operators. successfully. Okay, well, let's see. Oh my god. Okay, well that's definitely not correct. Okay, we're seeing the whole texture here though, that's interesting. Alright. So we move the top left. Oh well, we just set the debugger there. Let's see what's happening. Yeah. Okay, well, okay, well that's probably wrong. Yeah, that's not. Oh yeah, because for solid rects, there's a difference there, right? For solid rects, we don't want to change the texture dimensions, but for glyphs, we do. Yeah, that's what's happening there. All right, well, maybe push rect shouldn't be clipping then. So push solid rect should only clip the dimension, but not the texture. Not the texture. This is the texture. So that's not clipping. Rect clipped. Rect is rect v2 left clipped top clipped v2. Oh well, hold on. That should happen as well. v2 bot clipped. Well, v left top and then right bottom. Wait, that's not. Yeah, that's not rect. That's it's just the top left and the bottom right. So this is the top left, and this is the bottom right. Okay, so that's the top left, that's the bottom right. This is the texture dimensions. This is the color. That's it. Solid rects. For glyphs it's different. And I mean at this point, clearly we want to do this, but then we also want to do the other thing, where we modify texture dimensions. So this should be its own sort of procedure. So this is just clipping a rect. And why am I supplying bottom right here, but like dimensions everywhere else? That's weird as well. Now maybe I should just go to VS input, and just say, just pass two rects, like whatever, like rect, and then like rect texture, like that. Of course this needs to change. Top left, dim, text, dim, like that. And then here we would just do input top left x plus input dim x, input top left y plus input dim y, text top left text top left x plus input text top left y. Well, actually, we can even do it differently, right? Because we could just... Okay. Like right here, we can say float to bot right is input top left plus input dim, like that. And then input bot right can just change to bot right, like that. And then we can say the same for texture. Text bot right is input text top left, input text dim. And then here we can just say input text bot right is just bot right, there, fixed. Yeah. Int vs input, rect top left. Okay, of course the names now don't make sense. Dim. Alt C. Can we there. Dim. Okay, so this is rect top left offset off, this is gonna be rect dim offset off, this is text, well, I mean, I think it's just text top left offset off, and text, oh god, text dim offset off, something like that. Yeah, pretty much. So that's just the two rects and the color, yeah. Okay, so now push rect, well, push rect isn't doing that. Push solid rect. Okay, so instead of data dot, this should be rect dot, like that. This shouldn't be, well, let's comment that out for now. Rect. Okay, so there's no bottom right. So instead this is gonna be rect top left x plus rect dim x. And there's no bottom right, so it's top left y plus rect dim y. With rect. Yeah, so it's, yeah, that seems about right. Yeah, of course we need that to be its own thing. I guess I can put it on the rect clip. Bounds. Rect result is rect v2 left top, and then v2 right minus left, and bottom minus top. It's just that. So now we can clip it. So rect dot just goes away. I mean, it is kind of useful to be able to access bottom right, right? So like even something like this, top left text plus dimx. This could just be bot right x. I think that works. Like as a computed property. And this as well. So this is just bot right y. And this is bot right y. Bounds bot right y. Like that. Yeah. Okay, so we need two rects. Rect. Okay, what are we doing here actually? Well, we need a rect. Clipped is rect. Clip to clip rect. Oh my god. Clipped rect. No, just clipped. Okay, like that. That just works. Push glyph. Yeah. Character, top left, and color. Okay, so rect. Before clip. Before clip, this is top left, font width, font height. Rect after, well, clipped is before clip, clip, clip rect. Now texture. Text before clip is that. Well, and dimensions, right? It's well, it's just that. Well, before clip dim. Okay, so this is the texture before clip. Okay. So this is the rect. Rect text after clip is text before clip top left plus however much the offset. So clip top left offset. And the dimensions would be clipped dimensions. Okay, so we don't really need this whole rect. We just need v2 text top left before clip okay, so this is text after clip, so this should be clipped and this should be text after clip pretty much. Okay, v2 clip top left offset is clipped top left minus before clip top left. That's the offset. Okay. Okay. Something like that. Okay, well, not quite like that, evidently. Yeah, so this, we don't need that anymore. All this does is puts it in there as it should, yeah. Push solid rect. Okay, so for whatever reason the very first rect includes the whole texture instead of just including the thing that it's supposed to include. Well, let's see here. Although many things have changed. Might be something else there. So clip rect is this big one. Rect is, yeah, it's just the whole entire rect. Yeah, I mean that does seem like it should work. Let's only draw one instance. Let's only draw the first rect that we have in there. Okay, so this is the first rect that we have in there, and evidently it's got many things in it. It's got the whole texture for some reason, which might be a shader problem. Let's see, is there anything obvious here? No, well, I guess we're gonna have to look at what the shader is getting. Load last settings, launch. What? Oh, come on, just capture. Okay, so we're drawing one rectangle. Top left, dim. Text top left, text dim. Interesting. Well, that's wrong, clearly. What is the first rectangle that we're pushing? Push rect. Data rect. Well, 816. Okay. Is the description wrong? Like here. VS input rect top left offset off. VS input rect dim offset off. Text top left offset off. Text dim offset off. Yeah, no, this seems fine to me. Color. Yeah, and what's this? Rect text, which is like top left dim, top left dim. Okay. The very first rect has passes in 0, 6, 816. 0.9, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 1. Like that's what's been written in. And yet, when we look at it here, it's that 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 1. So the color's fine, but the texture dimensions are not. Well, you know, it would be nice if this was a compiler error or something. That's probably what's happening. These just have the same name and they're conflicting somehow. Input top left, input text dim. Well, actually, texture dimension isn't even that. Come to think of it. Like, this text dim is different. Oh, well, it should be. That text dim, that comes from the constant buffer, that should be different. From that. Let's just resolve the name conflict and see what happens there. Let's call this text with height or something. Well, it's like in the texture, how far do you need to go? So text dim. Yeah. What are we looking for? Okay, so the correct thing is being passed in. 816. Okay. Run it. What do we see? We see the same thing. Oh god. Which one is this? 1443, 1437. Yeah, we'll run this one. Okay, what is this texture dimension? Where is this coming from? Well, 0, 0 is fine, yes. That's not what we're passing in. Why is it that that's what it's getting? Where is it getting it from? Also, what's the texture dimensions? Let's see, now they're correct. Now they're not conflicting. Okay, so this texture with height thing. Why is it that? Why is it that? If that's not what we're passing. Colors all zeros. Interesting. Well, what color did we pass? Not all zeros, actually. And yet, what we're seeing here is all zeros. Actually, no, it's not all zeros. No, that is the correct color. It's specifically texture width and height. That's just wrong. It repeats these first two. Okay, so I looked at the dimensions. I looked at the description already. Oh, wait. This is the offset from the nested structure. Not from... So it's stacks offset of... Yeah, when you have nested structures, this is gonna be... Yeah, this is like that. It's stacks offset of stacks. Plus rect top left offset off, right? It's that. Yeah, we should probably not do this then. Oh, well. Yeah, it's just do that instead. Top left dim text, top left text dim. Top left dim text, top left text dim. You know what, I'm just gonna prefix this. And that. And then I'm gonna change this to dim. Errors there. Yeah. Okay. Should be fine. Just spread it out. Okay, so we should only see one rectangle at this point. Yes, that's what we're seeing. Draw instanced. Yeah, there we go. Now we're clipping correctly, seemingly. that's clipping. Done. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's also fine. Init the clip rect. Yeah. Yeah, there's just minor UI changes. That's fine. Okay. Do clipping. Okay. I'm gonna go take a break. Be back soon. Okay. What else do we got? To do. Input, yeah, icon alignment. Yeah, we can see the icon if we just don't pass no title here. Well, I mean, it's no title and no clip. It's all these things. If we just don't pass them, we should see a normal looking window with an X that's misaligned. So let's align it like an icon. icon rect is rect. Okay, so that's the icon rect. Now to align it, we just kind of need to know what the difference is between that and the rect that we're actually going to draw, which is rect glyph rect is rect v2. Well, actually, we only need to know the dimensions, right? Glyph rect dimensions would be, so that's not a rect, that's a v2. Glyph rect dimensions are d3, d11 render, font width, font height. So these are the glyph rect dimensions. So v2 dim diff is icon, so yeah, icon rect dim minus glyph rect dim. That's the difference in dimensions, and half of that would be the offset, right? v2 align offset is dim diff times 0.5, and then, well, v2 top left aligned would be icon rect top left plus align offset. And now we just put top left aligned in here, and I think there's an overload that's missing. v2 okay, when the right hand side is a float, then we don't even really care what the operation is. Can we just do this? I mean, this is like op, right? It's like x op right hand side x y op right hand side y. It's something like that. Something like this. Oh, yeah, there's no x and y here anymore. Am I using the result of a comma expression? Yeah. So whatever, plus, minus, divide, like all of these should just work here. Well, let's find out anyway. So dimension difference is that, evidently. icon rect. Yeah, dim diff, align offset. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay, now the X seems aligned. Alright. Well, that's alignment. Let's put that back. Yeah. Align icons. Guess the icons are aligned. What else do we got? Pass input. Again, we need something to interact with to be able to see this in action. So again, I need to int flags is that. Don't pass any flags. And like half the size. Okay, so we should be able to interact with this window. Somehow. Okay, I think in the example they have pretty much all the microui, they have pretty much all of the inputs that it expects. Okay. Mouse motion. Okay, so we need mouse motion. Case WM mouse move. And what do we need? It's input mouse move. Motion X, motion Y. U input mouse move. Well, I mean, that's not that simple. U input mouse move, like that. Mouse move. And some mu context, and then like move X, move Y, essentially that. Move X, move Y. We need to get the move X and move Y from somewhere though. Okay, this is the position, right? It's not the change in position, this is like the actual position of the mouse. Seemingly. Yeah. So to get that, we need to do this, apparently. Why? Is it an int or something? Like, what? Move X, move Y. Okay, I don't know if that, yeah, that does not work. We'll just find out what it is. Can we find now? Okay, so I think the message has that L param. Windows X.h. You need a separate header just for those macros. Well, let's take a look at what it is, and maybe... Actually, is there a translation? Get X param... No. X... Maybe there is one, though. File... open that. Okay, let's see. No, there is not. There is no translation for that. I see. Well, I guess we're gonna have to track down what it is then. Include Windows X.h. Get X. Yeah, get X L param. It's literally low word. X param is low word and Y param is high word. Unresolved external simple. Something or other. So it did not include whatever it is, it did not include it. Oh my god. Well, you know what? How about I just like define them myself? I mean, I'm guessing this is not really allowed. Oh yeah, it is allowed, never mind. Yeah. So mouse move. Mouse scroll. V scroll. Again, we're gonna need something to actually test that. Because right now we can't really do that. Text input. I'm not planning to actually use that, so I'm gonna skip that. Text, mouse button down, mouse button up. I think this is just button. It's not key down. No, there is button down. LMR. Left mouse button down. Okay, which button is that? button map. So if it's mouse down and mouse up, X, Y, and B. Okay. So function is mu input mouse down. Mu ctx. The X and the Y. And then the button ID. So that's what we want. Where do we get this stuff? Well, the button ID, we know what that is. It's the left mouse button. Where is the key map thing? Mu key. Yes, it's mu mouse left. So it's just that. That's simple enough. Like, where do we get the position? I see. Okay, can we like put this here? Yes, we can. Okay. I mean, we're gonna need to do this like a fair amount. Maybe I should just do it like here. Or I mean, look at that formatting though. Alright. So just that. Mouse up. Okay, well now we have button down and button up and mouse move. So we should be able to drag the window around just like that. Yes. We can drag the window around. Can we close it? Yeah, we can bring it back up. We can close it. Yeah, so we don't really need any other buttons. What else do we got? Mouse down, mouse up, mouse move, mouse wheel, which we're gonna have to do that. Key down, key up, well... I don't really want to control the UI with the keyboard directly, so not supplying that. Okay, so the mouse scroll is really the only thing left. What's the function? Oh well, we need something. We need to actually draw something that scrolls. Okay, well, so we have our window. If we just fill that window with stuff that's really big, then it should be, so the window is half of that. So what if I just say, you know what, this row, I want it to be like 3000 pixels tall. Does that work? Yes, so there is the scroll wheel. So we can scroll with the mouse, but not with the mouse wheel. And to make it scroll with the mouse wheel, what is that we need to do? Mu input scroll, okay. Mu input scroll. Mu context, right? Mu context. And then vertical and horizontal scroll, which don't have, and the vertical scroll, which is well, it's something certainly. Scroll. Yeah, it's both of them was integers. Okay, and some number here. I mean, well, let's find out what the number is supposed to be and where it's supposed to come from. No, do we? Oh, we only receive this through window proc. So wait, hold on. Is this even the right message? No. It's some kind of button. Well, it's not L button. Okay, case, WM, button, L, M, R, X, NCL, NCR, and menu R. Okay, what the fuck? What message are we gonna get with the scrolling? Well, let's find out. So it's not that one. Let's find out what message we get with scrolling. Does that work? Actually, we might not want to actually go full screen for this. $5.22. Yeah, so the message is 5.22 seemingly. Maybe 5.12? Okay. Window messages. That's that one, yeah. 5.22. Mouse wheel. Okay, well, that makes sense. Mouse first. Yeah. YD. Well, it's the only language that's compiled, that's not in beta, that I haven't tried. Why, do you have opinions on D? Just trying it out? Yes. mouse wheel. Get key state, get wheel data. Does that mean I tried OCaml? Okay, well, when I said compiled, maybe I should have said not managed. I have not tried OCaml. An alternative GC-free OCaml build with oxidization. I don't know what that means. How do you do GC-free OCaml and also have it be functional? Rust-style memory management. So there is a global allocator, and everything is freed when it exits scope. What am I looking for? I'm looking for Z delta. Oxidizing OCaml locality. Multiples or divisions of wheel delta, which is 120. Okay, high order of W param is what we're looking for, which is that macro. Do we have that macro? Get wheel delta. Oh, we have it. Okay. Get wheel delta W param. So have you tried it? OCaml without GC? Of course, yeah. Get wheel delta. Message W param. What are we trying to do here? Scroll, new input scroll. Practical application, not something you'd look at right now. So it's a fork. I see. Mu CTX. Where is the scroll? Ah, there. Yeah. Horizontal scroll and vertical scroll. So what if we just pass that in? why does the compiler not like put this stuff into my executable? I don't know. Why are there two of these? That's not... God. Everything that is good is never ready. I see. Short, so what is it complaining about? Short get wheel delta w param. Yeah, so it's a function. Is short defined? Yes. What if it just returns 10 or something? Is w param not defined? No, it is. Oh wait, it's a name. That's right. It's a defined name. It's conflicting with whatever it is. So these two things aren't conflicting, but get wheel delta w param specifically is conflicting. And it's like a macro. Maybe I should change these as well. Low word, high word, get wheel delta, wheel delta. Okay, well, at this point, I don't. What do you have a problem with? What if it returns 10? No. What if it doesn't take any parameters? No. What if it returns a U short? Well, okay, so this actually works. That works. If I do this, that also works. What if I do this? No, that doesn't work. Why not? Like short is like right here. Okay. Done. Okay. Okay, well, it's scrolling backwards, but it's scrolling. Now it's scrolling the right way. That also works. I don't need that. Is this all of the input we need? Button, key, text, yeah. I think that this is all the inputs we need. Let's put the flags back. And revert to the size that it's supposed to be. And make it full screen. Yeah. Alright, what do we got? Pass input to microui. Oh my god. What's not saved? Okay, my pass input to microui. Alright, well, this is it for today. Thanks everyone. See you later.